So before I start this video, I would like to tell you guys that you're beautiful regardless of what size you are. I am not a nutritionist, nor am I a doctor, so please take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Everything that I did worked for me and may not work for you, so please do your research and stay beautiful. So what's good, Cocoa Crew? I'm back with another video, and as you guys read by the title, it's the most awaited, the most asked for video on my channel, the weight loss video. So before I even get into it, I just want you guys to know it's not just about a diet or weight loss. It's more of like a lifestyle change, but you know, it just sounds better when people say weight loss. Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you guys everything that I did so you guys can stop asking me. But the reason why I waited so long to announce my weight loss or anything that I was doing to help aid my weight loss is because I had set a goal in my mind that I will not announce anything until I lost 100 pounds. And you guys, 2 days ago I got on the scale and my weight was 211. And honestly, like when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's crazy. If you guys don't know, my highest recorded weight was 312.8, I believe. Everything, all the pictures of my like the scales and stuff, everything will be on both sides of the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But like I said, I lost 100 pounds and I was waiting until I lost 100 pounds because I was not going to release anything. Honestly, in my mind, it was just basically because, like, you know, once you lose 100 pounds, there's really no going back from there. Like, you really, at that point, something is gonna stick, you feel me? But I had felt this way, like it was no going back for me once I reached the 40-pound mark. So I was like, I'ma still stick with my goal of losing 100 pounds and waiting to release the video until then. But I've always felt the fact that I was not gonna change my lifestyle again, or go back to my old lifestyle, because the current one that I'm living right now is working for me. So yeah. So why did I start my weight loss journey? I don't know how I should do this. I should have actually planned this. I'm gonna go into why and then what and then how, basically. So yeah, so why did I start my weight loss journey? Honestly, my reasoning for starting my weight loss journey is probably, I feel like personally, is the most vainest reason. If you guys don't know, I've been big my whole life and I've been content with that, and I was always confident regardless of what size I was at. You can ask anybody that has ever crossed paths with me. I would probably be the most confident in the room regardless of how much I weighed, how, like, you know, regardless of that, I always held my head high. That was me. That I was that girl. I was that person. So I don't have that story that, you know, people go through, and I'm not diminishing anyone's story in no way, shape, or form, but I don't have that story that, you know, something happened to me and I gained so much weight. Like, you know, like I don't have that type of story because I've been big my whole life. Well, I've been bigger than what I was supposed to be at a certain age throughout my whole life, if that makes sense. So at 5, I was probably the biggest girl in the classroom. At 10, I was probably the biggest girl in the classroom, so on and so forth, if that makes sense. So like I said, I was content with that. I never felt a change. Growing up, my family raised me with the mindset that I was beautiful. Everybody in my family looked like me. I told you guys this before in previous videos. I told you guys how I'm so confident. I explained all of that in my How Am I So Confident video, so it'll be right here if you guys would like to watch that. But like I said, everybody in my family looks like me. I never thought I was ugly, nothing like that, because of my size. So the reason why I started was like, you know what, like I realized that I wanted to change something in myself is because last year, October 2019, right? It was October 21st, I believe, yeah, because it was homecoming weekend, and I had just came from upstate because my friends have homecoming upstate, and I don't go to school. Like, I go to a school, but it's not, I don't know how to explain it, but basically after that homecoming weekend, I was looking at the pictures that I took and something seemed off. Like, my outfit was on point, you know, like I'm not even gonna, you know, gas my outfit was on point. Everything was, the hair was on point, everything was on point, and I kept on looking at the pictures, and I realized the thing that made me feel self-conscious about those pictures was my face. Like I said, I've been big my whole life, but my face has always been slimmer, and like if I was to just take a selfie, you really would not be able to tell my weight through my face, if that makes sense. So my face has always been slimmer than anything. Everybody always says this. My cousins tell me this all the time. My face has always been slimmer for like my weight, basically. So I was heavy. I was probably, I don't know, around that time I didn't weigh myself. The time that I weighed myself from 312 was basically around December. That because I had started, you know, that's when I actually got into it. But October 2019, that was my realization that something, like I'm getting a little big now, like my weight is going to my face, and that's a no for me. And this is not to shame anybody that, you know, has a chubby face or whatnot. It was just abnormal for me because, like I said, my face has always been slimmer than my body, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know, I didn't have a chubby face. Like, I really didn't have a chubby face like that compared to my body. Like, if my weight was to reflect my face would probably be very, very big, but it was never like that. It was very slim, in my opinion, for my body weight, if that makes sense. That was when I realized that my weight had, you know, gotten drastic. I even made a joke about it. I was like, dang, I got so big, it's going to my face now. I got no more places to go but to my face. I was like, oh no, baby, this gotta change. I even made that little joke, but I never really did anything about it. So after the homecoming, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start a diet. Yeah, it didn't work. I was like, I'm gonna start a diet. I'm gonna go on a diet. I was never the type of person that, you know, did yo-yo diets, that did different types of diets. I never used to do that. I never really cared to do diets, in my opinion. So I was like, I'm gonna do a diet to you know, lose some weight. So I was like, okay, so I was on YouTube. I was like, I googled how to lose weight really, really fast. The number one thing that kept on popping up was intermittent fasting. As I learned more about intermittent fasting, I realized that I could easily do this because I am Muslim, if you guys don't know, and I fast during Ramadan. So I was like, I can easily do this. And then as I continued to do more research, I found out about alternate day fasting. So alternate day fasting, if you guys don't know what intermittent fasting is basically, I'm gonna explain both fasting type, but intermittent fasting is basically eating within a window, basically. So my eating window is, well, I have the 16-8 eating window. So basically that means I fast for 16 hours and I eat for 8 hours. So my eating times usually vary depending on what time I wake up, because sometimes I wake up really, really early, whereas sometimes I wake up super duper late. But I don't eat past 8 o'clock. That's just me. I don't eat past 8 o'clock. But I will wake up sometimes at 10, and if I woke up at 10 a.m. and if I ate breakfast at 10 a.m., I would stop eating at 6 p.m. because that was my 8-hour eating window. I know it seems really, really strict, but it's like, that's usually around the time that people have dinner. So that wasn't really too crazy for me. And sometimes I barely ate breakfast at 10 a.m. I'm telling you guys, I would probably wake up at 10 a.m. but I wouldn't probably put nothing in my stomach until 11, 12 o'clock, if that makes sense. So there are multiple types of intermittent fasting times and ratios. There's 16-8, there's 12-12, basically fasting for 12 hours, eating for 12 hours. There's 14-10, fasting for 14 hours, eating for 10 hours. Then there's 22-2, whereas it's fasting 22 hours, eating 2 hours. That's basically 1 meal a day, in my opinion. That's also like the name for it, 1 meal a day. So my fasting choice was 16-8 because I feel like that was the most, you know, that was the most calm. That was nothing too crazy. After I, you know, set my 16-8 intermittent fasting schedule, I did that for like a couple of weeks, and then I started alternate day fasting. And I started alternate day fasting through a YouTuber. Her name, I believe, is Virtue Sharp. I will try to link her down below if I can remember. She's an alternate day faster, and then she said that she lost, I think, probably like 119 pounds in 2 years. I know everyone's time frame is not going to be the same. It's not. Like, so I lost 100 pounds in a couple of months. It's not gonna be the same for you, if that makes sense. I'm gonna just be completely honest. So don't sit here and be like, she lost that, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. It might work, don't get me wrong, it might work, you feel me? But don't beat yourself down if it doesn't work. So she was like, she lost 119 pounds in like 1.5 year range. I was like, I'll try alternate day fasting because, like I said, I'm Muslim, so I'm used to fasting. I'm used to not eating. During that time, like October 2019-ish, like towards the end of 2019, I was in college, so I barely ate. Like, I was always so busy, so I barely ate. And the times that I would eat would probably be at like 10 o'clock when I got home, because it's like, and that's the only time I had time to eat, and I would go straight to sleep. You guys see the problem there, right? You guys saw the problem there. And I would probably get Popeyes, anything along the way. Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, McDonald's, anything that was along the way. I would get something fast, something quick, something I could put in my meal so I could go to sleep, so I could wake up early for my class the next morning, if that makes sense. And that was how my eating habits were. But I never, you know, ate so much throughout the day, in my opinion. I never really woke up for breakfast like that. Like, I would probably grab a turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese sometimes, like here and there when I had the time to. Like, if I woke up early enough for school, I could grab a turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese. But I never really ate breakfast like that. I never really ate lunch. So I would probably snack throughout the day. Snacking isn't really that big of a deal, but it's like, once you snack, you start to lose control of what you're actually intaking into your body, if that makes sense. I would just be snacking, throughout the day. And I really wasn't even a big snacker, but it was like I didn't eat breakfast, and that was my idea. I didn't eat breakfast, so I had to snack throughout the day so I won't faint. Mind you, I wasn't even hungry. I was bored. Okay, I was bored. I wasn't hungry. I was bored. So I realized that I could probably do the alternate day fasting. Like, I was like, I'm going to do it for a week, and if I could do it, then I'm going to continue doing it. So I tried alternate day fasting. I watched all of Rachel's videos. I watched, it was NBC videos, CNN videos, like Dr. Oz videos of alternate day fasting, and it was like people were saying that this actually worked, and I was like, I'm gonna try it. And when I see something, and then when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. That's one thing about me. And I didn't announce anybody that was going to do it. I was just like, I'm fasting. Like, whenever I went to work or anything like that, my coworkers would ask me like, do you want some? I'm like, no, I'm fasting. They would ask me, oh, is it Ramadan already? I'm like, no, I'm just fasting, just to fast. You know, because I didn't really want to go into detail saying, oh, I'm fasting so I can lose weight. Because it's like, what if next week I'm not, you know, on this same thing no more? Now I feel like I let everybody get, I don't know, me personally, but I don't like to speak on things until I feel like they're really in motion, to be honest. So that was just me. I'm very private about that. And I didn't really announce it to my friends or family until like 2 months down the line. So yeah. So I did alternate day fasting, and then on November 27th, Thanksgiving Day, that was the first day that I ever weighed myself in, I believe, like a year. It was Thanksgiving Day. I went to my mom's job because she works at a hospital. I wanted to visit her, and I was like, you know what, let me step on a scale. You know, I was doing some intermittent fasting. I was eating right. I felt like at the time I felt like I was eating right, and I was like, you know what, let me jump on the scale. So I jumped on the scale, and it said 312.8. In my opinion, I feel like I should have weighed myself prior to starting anything, but that was when I was 3 weeks into my new diet, if that makes sense. Because at that point, it wasn't really a lifestyle. I didn't realize that it was really gonna work because I didn't see a number change. And honestly, I know it seems bad, but it's like that's really what motivated me, seeing the number change a lot. And I know that seems really, really bad because it's like the number could change, but your body could still stay the same, honestly. So yeah, so I jumped on the scale, and it said 312.8, and I was like, okay. So I wasn't upset because I'm like, I knew I was probably heavier. So that's why I was like, okay, cool, I'm 312.8. That was November 27th, and I still continued to do everything that I was doing. But you guys, the one thing that I realized, like I said before, as you guys heard me saying, at the time I thought I was eating right. I had this mentality that all salads were good. No, I probably did lose a couple of pounds with the intermittent fasting and alternate day fasting. I did realize that my eating habits did not really change because I started researching caloric deficits, like what really goes into losing weight, if that makes sense. Like, even though weight loss really wasn't my goal, I really wanted to lose my face. Not lose my face, I wanted to lose the weight on my face. So I would Google what really goes into losing weight, and I would always watch Thomas Peter, I don't know his name is like Thomas on YouTube. I'm going to try to link it down below. But even when I Googled it, it would be like putting yourself in a caloric deficit. So when you put yourself in a caloric deficit, that means that you're lowering your caloric intake. So basically, say you eat 2,500 calories a day. I probably went over that. That was probably a meal and a half for me and back then. So you put yourself in a caloric deficit. It was this one exercise that was like, sit down, monitor what you eat in a week. If I can find that exercise, I definitely will link it down below for you guys so you can see it and everything. I did one exercise, and I realized that after I logged all the meals that I would eat, eating healthy, 1 day's worth of calories would be 3,500. Mind you, I'm not even like I don't count calories. I don't do none of that. I did it just so I could know how to put myself in a caloric deficit. What caloric deficit should I put myself into? Because you do need to like know how much you're eating within a day to actually put yourself in a deficit. You can't just, you know, go from eating 3,500 calories to eating 1,500 calories. Your body's gonna go in shock. So you have to take it really, really slowly. So that's why I did that exercise, because I'm not a calorie counter, and until this day I'm still not a calorie counter. I just don't like it. It goes to my mental and stuff like that. I'm not here for it. No, it becomes obsessive in my opinion. And I'm not shading anybody that counts their calories. That's just me personally. That's how I feel. So you guys know fast food restaurants have their calories and stuff on their websites, on their menus. I would compare the foods that I would eat when I was eating unhealthy compared to when I was eating healthy. And the only difference was a 200 calorie difference. And you know what's crazy? The healthy had the 200 more calories. So I was eating more calories when I was eating healthy compared to when I was eating unhealthy, if that makes sense. And I need you guys to stop that stigma right there, because salads are not healthy. All salads are not healthy. At the end of the day, yes, they are full of nutrients. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not, But people need to take the stigma out their mind that once I go on a diet, like the diet that I need to go on is a salad. I just need to eat salad, salad, salad. One salad could have 2,500 calories, and you never know. And I'm people like 2,500. Yes, it adds up. Add one whole avocado, add chicken, add protein, add cheese, add all that, add dressing, add all that. That adds up, you guys. So I thought I was doing good because I was eating salads, and then I would really, you know, in the mornings when I would eat my breakfast, I would eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I decided to put myself in a caloric deficit. I did jump the gun on my caloric deficit though. I did a 1,500 caloric deficit. So I went from, I would probably say 3,500 calories to intaking 2,000 calories a day, which is how much an average person is supposed to be taking. So I did jump the gun, you know, because it says go by 500. I was like, I'm already doing too much, and it goes by weight and height also as well. I was like, I was already intaking too much, and the average person is really supposed to intake 2,000 calories. I'm gonna just intake 2,000 calories. Started intaking 2,000 calories, and as I continue doing more research about, you know, nutrition and stuff like that, how foods can help you lose weight, how eating the right foods can help you lose weight, I stumbled across a little thing called keto, and I actually stumbled across keto through YouTube. Just no specific person. Every time I was researching about losing weight, foods that help me lose weight, keto always seems to pop up. And basically, if you guys don't know what keto is, it's basically a high fat, low carb diet. And honestly, you guys, when I first read about this diet, I was like, what? I have to eat fats to lose fat? Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's too good to be true. And I was like, what? Like, this is not gonna work. So I continued watching videos. I would watch, you know, keto transformation. I did the keto challenge for 30 days. People were losing weight on this diet, and I was like, okay, y'all got me here. And I was like, no, we're gonna try it. And started the keto diet December 15th. I remember that date because it was my sister's birthday and I didn't eat cake. I do have a sweet tooth, but I just didn't eat. I was like, no, I'm good. And everyone was like, okay. Nobody thought much about it, but I was like, okay. Because I didn't, like I said, I didn't tell nobody that I was on a weight loss journey. So I started keto December 15th, and I never looked back, you guys. I could probably count on like 3 hands how many times I worked out between December 1st to, I would probably say, what month is this? August. How many times I worked? I probably worked out 13 times. Honestly, I barely worked out. That goes to show that weight loss is really 80% diet and 20% exercising, because I didn't work out. I did not work out, you guys. I did not work out for nothing, and I regret it. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I regret it later on in the video, but I regret it because I'm feeling it now. But I'll tell you guys later on in the video why I regret it. Yeah, so I started doing keto, never looked back ever since. Like, I had, like, you know, some breaks and whatnot. Not breaks really, but I would have like some high carb meals here and there. I didn't really slip up like that. I only did it during my birthday, around the month of March, when I was celebrating and stuff like that, when I went to LA and stuff like that. That's really when I, you know, slipped up, but I didn't kind of slip ups. I was like, it's my birthday. Like, okay, so who gonna check me? Nobody. But like I said, I did not work out. The first time that I've ever worked out in the actual gym, you guys, was December 1st. And I have the snaps and everything. I'm going to create a whole IG story, highlights of everything, my whole journey, because I literally recorded the whole journey because I knew I was going to share this one day. So I was uploading it to my close friends of like 6 people. I'm lying. But I was uploading it to my close friends, so only people that I, you know, trusted with this can see what I'm doing. If they wanted to know what I was doing, if they see me and were like, girl, you losing weight, what's going on? You know, I did not work out, barely worked out. I'm just now starting the workout process, learning how to work out. So yeah, give me some time so y'all could do the workout with me videos and stuff. Give me some time, okay? So now I'm going to tell you guys everything that I did detail by detail, week by week. Not week by week, but like what I would do in a week, basically. So my alternate fasting days were Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So those 3 days I did not eat nothing. And then my eating days were Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the only reason why I do 2 days on the weekends is because I don't want to constantly keep on changing my eating days. Because if you alternate between Saturday and Sunday, so say one week I did Tuesday, Thursday for eating days, right? I did Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, fasted Sunday. If I fast on Sunday, I would have to eat on Monday, and I will fast on Tuesday. So that's the only reason why I do 2 days on the weekend, just because of the fact that it's just easier to, you know, manage, and it's easier for me to plan. Like, say I want to go out, I could go out regardless, because I could still function regardless. But like, say my friends want to go out on like a Friday, right? Like, they want to go out to a restaurant on a Friday. I'm like, oh, can we do it on a Saturday instead? And they really will not mind, and it will just change it to a Saturday or a Thursday, so I can, you know, eat with them. I mean, I'm not so I know it seems like I'm so strict with myself, but it's like I'm on a schedule, so I don't want to break that schedule just for one, you know, outing or whatnot. So can we just change it? And that's way easier for me to do. Like, so that's why I do Saturdays and Sundays. This is how an eating day would happen. So on Tuesday, let's say it's a Tuesday. Actually, yeah, let's say, no, we're gonna do on Thursday. So let's say it's a Thursday, right? Thursday and Tuesdays are the same thing in my opinion. But I wake up at 10 o'clock, you know, take a shower, everything. And after I was done taking a shower, it'd probably be like 11:30, and then I would start making breakfast. So by the time I finished making breakfast, it was 12 o'clock. So I would start eating breakfast at 12, and I would stop eating at 8. Now, I did not, like, my eating window, I feel like it was so short. Like, I would still be full from breakfast from 12 to probably like 6 o'clock. So I didn't really feel the need to like eat lunch. So I didn't eat lunch. I only ate twice a day. If you're hungry, eat food. I'm not telling you only eat twice a day, because I ate twice a day. If you're hungry, if you want your lunch, eat your lunch, okay? I really wasn't hungry, because like my breakfast did keep me full, especially at the times that I was having it at. It kept me full, to be honest. And if I was like probably like, I don't know, I was probably hungry rarely, I would go to Target, because it was always a Target by my school, and it's always a Target nearby anybody, to be honest, or like any grocery store. And I would look to see if they have keto snacks. But honestly, me personally, I love yogurt, so I would get the Too Good yogurt. Oh my god. And the vanilla Too Good yogurt, I'm putting you guys on right now. I would get the vanilla Too Good yogurt, and just, you know, and then just eat that. Sometimes I would do fruits. And the one thing about fruits, I know people always say keto has a bad rep because you can't eat fruit. They were like, don't do a diet where it says you can't eat fruit. You can eat fruit, but in moderation. And I made that mistake, I would say, earlier in my keto journey, because I would just be eating blueberries and strawberries, because it's like, berries are keto. Okay, yeah, berries are keto, but I would eat like a whole bowl of berries, and they probably had like 50 grams of carbs in it, because it's like, it's a whole bowl of berries, you feel me? I realized that I need to cut back on my you know, my strawberry intake and stuff like that, my berry intake, because yes, although it is keto, I was overdoing it, so it wasn't benefiting me like how I thought it was gonna benefit me. And I feel like since I was an alternate day faster, that was my cushion. So I don't count calories because I'm an alternate day faster. I still have this, you know, mentality, to be honest. I could eat whatever I want on a Tuesday or Thursday, because guess what? I'm eating for 2 days. That's how I think about it. But don't overdo it. I'm telling you guys, I'm not hungry. Like, if you spend a day with me on like a eat day, I eat the same things a lot, but I don't get hungry. Like, I rarely get hungry. Like, you feel me? Like, I rarely be like, I'm hungry. I be bored sometimes, so I just be eating, but I'm not hungry. That's the thing. I'm not hungry. Hunger and boredom is 2 different things. And I had to learn that. You feel me? When I made my breakfast and when I made my foods, right? For my eat days, I'm a visual eater, you guys. So what that means is that my plate has to look full in order for me to be full. And I learned that along the way as like I continue my journey, because like I said before, when I was doing my eating clean, eating healthy, in like the beginning of my journey before I did keto, I was making my portions so small, portion control. Growing up, I always heard doctors tell me portion control, portion control. Yes, you can portion control, do not get me wrong, but it's like after I eat something so fast in like 2 minutes, I'm like, dang, I want more. Like, you get what I'm saying? So what I would do is, like, for breakfast, I would make, y'all, this brings back so much. I still be making it sometimes, but it's like, I rarely make it now, because it's like, I didn't try to order keto meals, in my opinion. So I have my, you know, my number ones that I always go to. But for breakfast, I would, you know, I would eat 2 turkey bacons. I don't eat red meat, nor do I eat pork. I don't eat pork for religious reasons. And I said regions, religious reason. I haven't been lying, you guys. I don't eat pork for religious reasons, and I don't eat red meat. I've been cut red meat out of my diet 5 years ago. Before I even thought about doing any type of diet, I've been cut red meat out of my life. It's just, you know, that's nasty. No shade, that's nasty. But yeah, I would do 2 turkey bacons, and then I would make an omelet. I don't know how to describe it, but you guys know how scrambled eggs, when you make scrambled eggs, they make it look really, really small. I would make 2 eggs, let it sit, and then flip it over, and it'll be one big egg. Like, I don't know how to describe it. If that's not a fried egg, but it would be scrambled up, and then I would just pour it in the pan, and then it'll look big. Is that an omelet? I'm not too sure. It's not an omelet because it's not flipped over, but because it will be really, really big, but it will only be 2 eggs. It'll be the same amount of calories as a scrambled egg, as a poached egg, as in anything. 2 poached eggs, 2 scrambled eggs, but it would just look bigger, and it will make my plate look more fuller. So I would do that, and then I would make a chaffle. You guys, if you guys don't know what a chaffle is basically eggs and shredded cheese blended together on a waffle maker. And I know that probably sounds so nasty, but it's not. I'm telling you guys, it is not. Okay, it is the best thing. And then I'll have a four I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a 4 quadrant waffle maker. I don't know what it is because I know they have the individual mini ones, and then they have like the, you know, the regular ones. So I made a chaffle, and my chaffle will take up the whole plate. I will have 2 plates of breakfast, basically, you guys, because my egg took up 1 whole plate, and then my bacon was on the side of my eggs, and I had my chaffle, and I will put some sugar-free syrup on it, and that was my breakfast, and I would be full, because I feel like that's a visual learning. Because I tried to eat the same meal, the same exact meal with the same exact, you know, measurements of everything. I felt like I didn't eat nothing. Like, I was like, no, I didn't eat nothing. I want more. I'm a visual eater, and that's something that I had to realize. But if you know that if you know something and you can manipulate your body to make it feel like it's full because of how you're making it look, then go do it, in my opinion. I don't know, is that bad? Honestly, I really don't know. Like I said before, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor. So anything I'm saying, I don't know if it's bad or not, but it worked for me. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. But I'm a visual eater, so my plates have to be full for me to feel like I'm full, basically. Okay, so after I would eat breakfast, I would, like I said, I would eat berries sometimes if I was hungry, or I would get yogurt from like any supermarket, the Too Good yogurt only. That's the only sugar-free yogurt that I liked. And after that, I would do dinner. So I did eat differently while I was in school compared to now. So when I was in school, I would probably get out at like 9 o'clock because I had 3 classes a day, but I spaced them out so horribly. So I would get out of my last class at like 8:45, and I would get Chipotle. And as you guys know, Chipotle does have, like, you know, lifestyle bowls and whatnot. So I would get the keto bowl from Chipotle, and yeah, that would be my dinner for that night. Or if I have the time to, I would probably, you know, make zucchini alfredo, you know, make keto meals. To be honest, I'll definitely do a video on what I eat in a week, because I do be eating, you know, some stuff, and I had basically all the keto meals out there. I personally feel like, especially during quarantine, I had them all. That was basically what I ate for dinner around that time. Now I would probably make me my favorite meal, quesadilla, low carb tortilla, you know, ground turkey, 93% lean, 7% fat, you know, some shredded cheese on that, baby. Oh, I love quesadillas so much. I love them so much. Oh, baby. But that's basically what I would eat. And yeah, that's how I did it for like my eating habits. I know that's basically what a lot of people, how you ate, what did you eat, basically. So I'm going to talk about how I said I do regret now we're starting to work out earlier. I have loose skin. I've lost 100 pounds. I have loose skin. I had loose skin at like the 40-pound mark because I got my Brazilian wax for the first time in March, and I only lost like 40 pounds. I don't even think I lost 40 pounds. I had like 30 pounds at that time. And my wax lady, she was like, you're losing weight, right? I'm like, how did you know? She was like, you have loose skin in your thighs. I was like, dang, already? So I was like, okay. I have loose skin. So yeah, I do regret not working out early, because working out not only, you know, helps aid in weight loss, but it helps tone your skin and tighten your skin. You guys, I'm feeling it now. Tag the best plastic surgeon in the comments down below. I am weak. Y'all better not shade me if I decide to get any type of surgery. I don't know yet, but I was just joking. But in the future, I'm not too sure if I ever decide to get plastic surgery, because I do have some loose skin. I do have some things that need some lifting, need some help, need some assistance. But yeah, that's basically how I did it. I feel like this video was so fast. Like, oh my god. That's basically how I did it. I am a keto alternate day intermittent faster. I am a keto eater. I eat high fat, low carb. I am an intermittent faster, which means I fast 16 hours a day, eat 8 hours a day when on my eat days. And on my fasting days, I fast. I don't eat nothing. Oh, I drink water. Let me let you guys know this now. I drink water like it's nobody's business, okay? I probably go through like 2 gallons of water a day, to be honest. Yeah, it's a lifestyle habit. This was me. I was a water lover way before any diet, ask anybody in high school that knew me. I would ask my friends to buy me gallons of water in school, and I would finish that gallon. It wasn't because, oh, the gallon water. No, I would genuinely drink that because I love water so much. I've always loved water. I'm a Pisces, baby. I love water, okay? I don't drink no juice. I don't drink no soda. I've cut that out of my life way before any diet, anything. What else do I want to tell you guys? But yeah, you guys, this is the end of the video. This is how I lost 100 pounds. I am going to do a second video answering all you guys' questions because you guys did have some questions for me. I did ask you guys to ask me some questions, but this video is already long and I don't want this to be any longer, so I'm going to do a part 2 question and answer so you guys can, you know, have time. If you guys are new and you're watching this, have time, ask me all the questions that you want to know in the comments down below and I'll gladly answer all the questions. I'm so excited to finally bring you guys along on this journey, you guys, because I kept it a secret. It wasn't a secret. I ain't hide my weight loss from the world. I hid the world from my weight loss, okay? Point blank. But the reason why I kept it a secret is because of the fact that I didn't want to say I was doing something and then you guys saw me on social media the next week not doing it. And I'm very prideful, so I'm like, no. And I really wanted to make sure like this worked because I know a lot of people do diets and they go back to their old lifestyles. I'm like, okay, I don't like to, it's not disappointment, but it's just like, you know, like I didn't want anybody to be like, well, she said that she's losing weight and now she's not losing weight no more, if that makes sense. But you guys, I definitely did record my whole weight loss journey. I hate the stigma behind weight loss as well, but because it's a lifestyle change for me, and I say that in all my videos, it's a lifestyle change. This is my current lifestyle. I don't plan on going back to my old lifestyle, and I'm not even talking about only eating habits. I'm talking about how I was thinking back then, how I was living back. No, so it's a lifestyle change, okay? But I did document everything on IG stories. Once this video drops, it's gonna be a dedicated highlight in my Instagram story. So follow me on Instagram, Aminacocoa, it'll be right here. Dedicated to my journey, dedicated to, you know, my first time in the gym, December 1st. I remember that. December 1st, 2019. That was my first time ever working on a real gym. My first keto meal. You know, my everything. I literally documented everything. My close friends were probably tired as hell of me. And I just cannot wait to actually finally, you know, bring you guys along on the rest of this journey. Because it's not, you know, I'm not done. Like, you feel me? Like I said, it's a lifestyle change. And as for weight loss, I do want to lose a couple of more pounds. Do not get me wrong. I'm currently 211. Ow! I'm sorry. I'm hyped because I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. No, I knew I was going to be able to do it, but not as fast as I thought I was going to be able to do it. But I'm 211 right now, and I don't have a goal weight. When I get the body that I want, that'll be my goal weight, okay? Point blank period. But I don't have a goal weight of, like, you know, I want to be 165. Actually, I do, for some reason. This is me personally. As you guys know, BMIs are BS. But I don't know why I want to be in a healthy BMI range. Like, I want to be, like, for some reason, I want to, because growing up, like I told you guys, I've always been bigger, overweight, obese. I've always been categorized as that, and I don't know, I just want to, you know, prove people wrong, prove my doctors wrong, that I can do it, that, I don't know, I just want to be in a healthy BMI range. For my height and age, my healthy BMI range is 165. 165 is really slim. I have a friend that's 165. She's slim, and I don't think I want to be that slim, but I think I want to reach that goal, and then I probably might, you know, gain muscle after I reach that goal. So I would say that's my goal, but that's not really my end goal at all whatsoever. That's what I want to say, because I just want to prove people wrong, to be honest. And after I did the 100, after I proved myself like I could do this, I want to just prove to anybody that ever doubted me, like the doctors, like I said, that I could, you know, be healthy and whatnot. And first of, let me not say that even your BMI equates to health, because I know people that are in a healthy range BMI that have 5 health disorders that are related to overweight people. So I'm gonna, you know, squash that right now. But I want to, you know, I just want to be in a healthy BMI range for once in my life. And I don't think I'll stay in that BMI range. But that's just what I want to say. I want to be completely open and transparent with you guys. I don't think I want to stay at that weight range, to be honest. I like to be a little thick, mamas, don't get me wrong, you feel me? But yeah, that's basically it. By the time you're watching this, the IG story highlights should be up. That's how I lost 100 pounds within an 8-month window. I'm gonna say 6 months, because after my birthday I did a restart. So yeah, after my birthday I just went carb. So I did keto over. So that's how I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, basically. Yeah, this is the end of the video. I love you, Jolieden, so much. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about anything. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to talk to you guys. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.